our message affirmation is, I am all that I attract. Today, I wanted to talk about the laws of attraction. The universal laws of attraction are very real, and they've been part of life since history, and certainly they've always been a very big part of New Thought. And we talk about this a lot in our fellowship, and a lot of times I'll talk about us living lives of example to other people. But when we're doing that, we're not only showing other people a good way to live, we're creating this universal law of attraction. We're attracting what it is that we want. Because when you stop and think about what you want in life, the way to attract it is to be it. I'm sure we all, growing up, we heard what in a lot of traditional or conventional faiths was called the golden rule. Treat other people how you would like to be treated yourself. And it's a very universal law of attraction. And I'm certain in life we go through and we know some people who possibly are so challenged, they never have a positive thing to say. They always expect the worst. They wake up in the morning thinking the car's not going to start, the traffic's going to be on the road, the boss is going to be in a bad mood. And generally what happens is they go out and the car doesn't start and there's traffic on the road and the boss is in a bad mood because they're attracting this by thinking this, by throwing that out there in the first place. Whereas the person who starts the day thinking, oh, I can't wait to get in the car. My favorite song's going to be on the radio. I'm going to sail down the highway. My boss is going to be in Tahiti, so it's going to be a great day. And you know what? Those are generally the people who do get in the car and go and have a great day, and they have a great experience because they're attracting what they want by how they're being. And this relates to, and I was so delighted when Millie shared the story about Pearl being so helpful. And I was thinking, well, that's because, Pearl practices these basic laws of attraction. You know that you get what you give in life. When you see a friend or somebody in need and you reach out and you take care of them, you know that that's going to come back to you. And that's a big part of our faith tradition. And we talk about that a lot with tithing, that is part of establishing the law of attraction. When you give, you receive. Because the universal laws of attraction tell us that we are all that we attract. So the way that you are is the way that you're going to attract other people. And studies have been done that people who are negative and pessimistic, they generally don't attract a lot of happy-go-lucky, friendly people as friends or people who want to be around them. So you generally see the happy-go-lucky people all in one group and the negative Nancys all in another group because they are attracting what they are. Because if we are all that we attract, and all we know is wonderful, good, positive stuff, then that's all we're going to attract. These are the people that we're going to have in our life. These are the things that we're going to enjoy. And this also goes for our health. When we sit around micro-managing our bodies and worrying about every little thing, and I know some people who just spend a lifetime, researching every disease out there on the internet and looking and seeing and, worrying about everything. And these people generally tend to have these illnesses come to them because they're attracting it because they're investing so much of their time and their energy in it. Whereas the people who go happy-go-lucky down the road, knowing that these things are never going to be a part of their life, they're not going to attract them. And I'm not saying that that never happens. Of course, occasionally that does. But the universal laws of attraction do bring to us what we are putting out. So as you're going through the week, know this, affirm this first thing you wake up tomorrow morning and Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning and all the mornings. I am all that I attract. And know that and let that be your mindset for the day. So as you walk through your day, let that be a retardant so that you don't let negativity come in and you don't let bad things or fears or worry about what might happen or what could happen invade you, because that's when you begin to attract this. So our question for the week, as you're going through your chores and your work through the week, is, am I being all that I want to attract? The people, as I mentioned, who do unfortunately find themselves in these negative places, and then they sit and wonder, why does everything bad always happen to me? And I'm sure we probably all know somebody like that in our life, unfortunately, who sits around and wonders why bad things happen, and yet it's because they're always talking about bad things, or their mind is always in that place of expecting the negative. And so as you go through the week, now that you know this super wonderful secret information that I'm sharing with you today, Ask yourself, am I being all that I want to attract? And know that the way to do that is to start to turn your thinking around. Think positive. Expect nothing but the best. Expect the best. Expect the freeway to be wide open, the car to be in perfect working order, or the public transportation to sail down the road with no problem. Anticipate, you know what? The boss is going to be in the best mood and everything's going to go wonderful today. So be what you want to attract. So ask yourself, am I being all that I want to attract? And if you find, well, maybe not, then that's a good indicator that maybe I need to switch my way of thinking, change my way of thinking, change my way of looking at this circumstance or situation so that I am being everything that I want to attract. Because I've got to allow myself to be a person open and receptive to all these wonderful things, and the only way that can happen is if I'm giving out the same thing. And the good news is, because of course we're the good news church, the good news is that we all have the power to be and attract all that we desire. By keeping our faith with the Lord and being all that we desire, we will attract that which we desire. So there's a lot of attract and desire there, attract and desire. So you can, if you're in a hurry even, just bring it down to those two words, attract and desire. Am I going to attract all that I desire? Well, I need to be desirable to attract the things that I desire. So let that be a good guide as you start your week off. I am all that I attract. So start your morning with that. Start, and like I say, not just tomorrow, but the next day, the next day, the next day after that. Every day, tell yourself, I am all that I attract. I am all that I attract. I am all that I attract. So that you know to be in that place of good, positive thinking and wonderful frame of mind. And so that'll be what you bring back to you.